A boy is splashing water on the road. Seeing this, the delivery girl steps forward to shield the people from getting splashed. The boss asks, "Miss, are you okay?" The delivery girl says in a tired voice, "Oh, I'm fine. Sorry for stopping you. I'm on my way to deliver food." After saying this, she runs off. The boss says softly, "Let's go back to the office." A little later, the delivery girl comes back and says, "Sorry your delivery is late." The boss says in surprise, "It's you, that little girl." The delivery girl says hesitantly, "The food got a little wet on the way. Please check if it's still edible." The boss says gently, "It's okay. As long as you're safe, that's enough." Then, in a sad tone, he adds, "It's not easy for a girl like you to work outside at midnight. Have you eaten anything?" The delivery girl says awkwardly, "I brought some buns. I'll pour boiling water over them and eat." The boss says sternly, "That's not real food. Don't treat yourself like this." The girl quickly says, "I'm used to it. I live like this every day." The boss turns to the secretary and says, "Go to the cafeteria and make cabbage soup for her. Make sure she eats properly." The girl hurriedly says, "No, boss. I still have deliveries to make." The boss says firmly, "Eat first, then go back to work." At that moment, the phone starts ringing. The doctor says on the phone, "Have you paid the fee? If you're late, we'll stop the medication." The girl says in a trembling voice, "No, please don't stop the medicine. Give me a few more days." The doctor says, "I heard from your grandfather that you graduated from a top university. Even as a graduate of a famous university, you still can't afford this money. Tomorrow is the final deadline. If the payment isn't made, you'll have to take the patient away." The call ends. The boss asks, "You graduated from a top university. Why are you doing this kind of work?" The girl says in a low voice, "I tried very hard but couldn't find a job. I urgently need money, so I'm doing delivery work for now." The boss says decisively, "There's an opening in our company's R&D department. Starting tomorrow, you'll work here. Your salary will be 10,000 yuan per month." He hands her an envelope and says, "Here are 30,000 yuan, 3 months' salary paid in advance. Use it to pay your grandfather's medical fees." The girl says in shock, "But boss, I already interviewed before. Manager Bibley said that people from rural areas don't get jobs." At that moment, the manager walks in and says, "Boss, why did you call me?" The boss says coldly, "I heard that you take bribes and discriminate against people." The manager says in shock, "That's a lie." The boss says angrily, "If this happens again, you'll be fired." Later, the boss is startled when he sees the girl asleep and notices the proposal in her hands. He wakes her up. The girl says nervously, "I'm sorry. I worked late last night, so I fell asleep." The boss says quietly, "Why does this proposal have Manager Bibley's signature?" "Oh, I understand now." After saying this, he leaves. Later, the boss picks up the proposal and asks, "Who wrote all these plans?" The girl gathers her courage and says, "Boss, I wrote all of them. Almost all the plans from the past month were made by me." The boss says coldly, "You now explain this product." The manager holds the product and says, "It's just a food item." Then Ting Ting explains in detail all the advantages and disadvantages of the product. The boss says gently, "Now I'm completely sure. Starting tomorrow, you're the manager." With tears in her eyes, Ting Ting says, "Thank you, boss." Manager Bibley shouts, "Then where am I supposed to go?" The boss says decisively, "Get out. There's no place in my company for people like you. You're fired."